Hello everyone. This is your stitchy friend from the Philippines. This is James, the page teacher, and welcome to Flosstube Extra number 3. This video is all about cross stitching for those who are new here or for those who are first timers, and for those who are returning viewers. Thank you very much for watching again this video, and I hope that you have liked my previous video, and I would like to thank for those people who have viewed as well as who liked and also made comments to the previous videos that I've uploaded. So again, this is Flosstube Extra number 3. This video I will be sharing my finishes for the past year. I restarted my stitching journey last April 2021, and I have 10 finishes already. Last year I finished 5 projects, and as of now, this 2022, I have also 5 finishes. This uh, finished projects are not fully finished. They have not been framed yet, but considered as finished. I was not planning to do this one because I'll be including it on my Flosstube anniversary video, which will be on next week on July 31. uh, but I realized that the video would take long since I have more than 30 plus whips, and of course on every uh, project that I will be showing, I will be explaining something and everything. So aside from the 30 whips, and then I will also share my finishes, so possible that it will take 2 hours. So I decided to separate it and make it as a Flosstube extra so that you can exclusively uh, see my finishes so far. So I've prepared these finishes. I've ironed it because when I checked on it on the bags, it was crumpled, and much better if I'll be showing it to you on a ironed and nice uh, manner. Okay, so let us start now with my first finish. So actually I had grouped my finishes into owl forest finishes, fancy lady finishes, and my only full coverage finish, which is um, heaven and earth design. So let's start first with my owl forest finishes. So since last year I was very into full coverage projects, I want to squeeze in small um, projects so that I will not be bored when doing the full coverage. And then I discovered owl forest embroidery, and uh, the patterns are samplers in a in a modern with a modern touch, I mean. And this is from uh, the company from Russia, and I purchased only the digital charts, but uh, before the war, uh, you can order it uh, by kit, or you can order it with their friends. But I prefer purchasing a PDF copy, and I use the DMC conversion, but the thread that I used on these projects are all CXC threads. So let me open first my Excel file where I track my projects. Okay, so first is a free digital pattern in owl forest embroidery. This is pumpkin carriage, and I started this one last September 22, and this is it. It's a small chart. So although we don't have autumn season here in the Philippines, but I chose this one to stitch for the September sampler sal. So again, I started this one on September 2021, and then I finished it after 2 days, September 24. This is stitched on an 18 count plastic fabric, and then 1 by 1. So I love autumn themed samplers. Next is another small chart from Owl Forest Embroidery. This is another free chart. This is Starlings, the name of chart, and I've started this one November 3, 2001, and this is it. I hope you can see it. There. I love colors that of the pattern. So I finished this one October 30. No, November 8, sorry. So from November 3 to November 8. Starlings. So this one is my very first finish, and this is my second overall finish. Third overall finish. Next, Owl Forest chart. This one is I purchased this one. This is the name of the chart is Gold Finches. I started this one September 23, 2021 last year, and I finished it on October 30. So this is the Owl Forest Bird series. So this is the first bird series that I've finished. This one I think has a French knot on the eye of the bird. It was not perfect, but I think it will not be clearly seen. So because of the bird series, I was into um, forest aside from full coverage projects, because it's small and very easy to finish, and I like also the motifs of their charts, although there are some colors that are very light that uses B5200. Next is another chart from Alforest Embroidery, which is also part of the bird series. This is Kingfishers. I think I have a print out of this one. There you go, Kingfishers. And I've started this one. October 3 and finished it December 5. So this is my fifth and last finished of in year 2021. Starlings is the fourth finished. So this is the Kingfishers. So the first three patterns are stitched on an 18 count plastic fabric, and this one is now stitched on an 18 count again, but still on a plastic fabric. So there you go, Kingfishers. So I haven't yet found a frame for these projects because I always stay at home. I haven't um, visited or gone to malls to find some frames, but I need to wash it first. There you go, Kingfishers. Next, Forest finished is another chart, a bird series chart. This is Hummingbirds, the name of the chart, Hummingbird. I think this is my favorite as of now, my favorite so far, my favorite in the bird series. I started this one on December 16 and finished it February 14, Valentine's Day 2022. So this is the Hummingbird finish. It's very, very colorful. I love the colors of pinks and the blues and the greens. I love the motif. I love it. I love this one, and I also love this motif. Beautiful. And next is another Forest bird series. I think I have the printed chart. This one. This is the title. The name of the chart is Swallows. So I started this one December 30 and finished it last month, June 17. And this is my finished Swallows. So on this project, I've changed colors of threads because mostly it uses B5200 and it's not popping out on the fabric, so I changed it to other colors that would pop out, especially on this part and also the flowers. There you go. Now my last owl forest finish is actually I decided to make it a finish. This is a free pattern or chart from Owl Forest. This is Christmas bears. So I only finished the 3 bears and this one, but I will be stitching this one on another fabric, so that's why I declared it as a finish as of June 17. So these are the Christmas bears. So I am planning to stitch the other bears on a 32 count linen. Yes. So you will see that one on my future Flosstube episodes. Next are my fancy ladies. First is Mirabilia. We have the Aphrodite mermaid. So actually I was looking at on the local what do you call this uh, app shopping app here, and I was looking some of lavender and lace uh, patterns which are not original, and then I found out that there is another uh, designer who designed similar to lavender and lace, which is Mirabilia. I researched it on Etsy, and then I found a local store here, and I tried to do this one, and that's the time that's when I was drawn into fancy ladies. Before buying this project, I haven't uh, known Mirabilia. I don't know how to do beading. I don't know that uh, there are acrylic threads. I just um, discovered it with this uh, pattern. So this is now my first Mirabilia project and Mirabilia finish. This is by Aphrodite Mermaid. There you go. So I've started this one last year, November 25, and I finished this one this year, April 17. And because of Aphrodite Mermaid, I was addicted to buy more memorabilia charts. And if you haven't noticed, I've dedicated uh, an episode, I mean a dedicated episode for the fancy ladies, because I am into or addicted to fancy ladies as of now. So uh, full coverage probably full coverage projects was uh, a bit of uh, were neglected, I guess, but I started to make schedules for stitching my full coverage projects. So this one I've stitched it on a 16 count Ada fabric. I've stitched this one on 1 by 1. Actually, I've uh, stitched it first on a 32 count uh, fabric, and then I followed the 1 by 1 stitch on the skin, but unfortunately it did not look good. It looked very bad, so that's why I decided to restart it again last November on a 16 count fabric 1 by 1, and I guess it looked good. So most of my fancy ladies are stitched, or all of my fancy ladies are except this except this another finish, but um, most of most of the fancy ladies are stitched on a 16 count white Ada fabric, but I am planning to um, use hand-dyed fabric, so you better watch my next episodes. So I've ordered already the fabrics, and hopefully it will look good when I stitch the upcoming fancy lady projects. Next is from Bella Filipina. This is Rosa Mystica. So if you've noticed the cover of the pattern we have there, because of adhesive that was covered, plastic adhesive covered on this pattern. So just be careful on taking out, and then you put it again on the plastic cover. So just be careful with the adhesive, so it will look like it will be looking like this if the adhesive will touch on this picture. So this is Rosa Mystica. This is the first Bella Filipina fancy lady of Bella Filipina, although Mr. Drain had previously made mermaids, the baby mermaids, but this is their first big chart, okay, which is Rosa Mystica, and um, this is a series, a Santa Cruzan series, which I have, which is also my whips. So I discovered it on Etsy while looking for a Mirabilia chart, and then I was drawn on the pattern, and it said Bella Filipina. Oh, oh, there is a Filipino cross stitch designer. So I um, clicked the chart, and then I've seen those recent design, and I was blown away with the design. Especially it is from the Philippines, and it has an inspiration on the culture and the the culture of the Philippines, the festivals, and the designs are related to our Filipino heritage. So um, I've contacted them on their FB page. I messaged them and asked where can I purchase their charts, and uh, they gave me two distributors of these charts, which is Craftworks and Needle Art Collection, which is still my uh, store where I purchase uh, charts, embellishments, and beads. So I started this one last August 10 and finished it April 17. So the same with Aphrodite Mermaids. I think I finished first Aphrodite Mermaid in the morning, and then after that one in the evening I finished this one. So this is my Rosa Mystica. So if you have observed that she is fully beaded, and this fabric is 18 count. I haven't uh, known yet that this pattern should be stitched on 14 counts and 16 counts fabric, or 28 or 32s, but I I have difficulty to insert all the beads, so lesson learned. So I've adjusted the the I've adjusted the position of the beads here, and also this one. There were beads were not complete over there because it's very crowded. So this is my first Bella Filipina finish. And last but not the least, this is my biggest project. This is from Heaven and Earth Design. This is Mini Sunset in Venice by Dominic Davison. I've discovered Heaven and Earth Design by watching Darren Dizzy Stitcher, and then also while kitting up my uh, first whip full coverage I also watched the video of Teresa Little Stitcher where how to start a full coverage project, and uh, that's why I discovered Heaven and Earth uh, design. So I picked first a mini so that I can finish it early, no, so that I can see it uh, less than a year. So this one, I've stitched this one monogamously. I've started this one June 2 and then finished it October 12 last year. So this is my second finished in 2021. So it's fast because I uh, stitch it monogamously, and during that time it was still pandemic, and uh, we are on work at home mode, and I have plenty of time stitching this, so that's why it is finished in July, June, July, August, September, in 4 months. So I've stitched this one on a 14 count Ada fabric, and this the fabric is the half part of my first whip, which is the Black Phoenix, and this is stitched on uh, two threads, 1 by 1 full cross. And I also ironed this one. Oops, I hope you can see it. Okay, so this is my sunset in Venice. Wait. Ooh, wow, it's like a painting. So at first I thought it will not look good, but after seeing it uh, maybe 70% fi finish of it, I was blown away on how it looked like, because since it's a mini. So I keep on saying it that I am planning to frame this one, but I've managed to contact a local framer here, and it cost so much. I think the price that he sent to me is 8,900 or almost 9,000 pesos, or that will be equivalent to 85,000, $140. Yes, I think 120 to $140. So I don't know when will I um, frame this one. So I'll be needing large amount of money to frame this one, and since I am very drawn to my purchases of fancy ladies, especially in Bella Filipina, where I plan to purchase all of the patterns, the 41 patterns as of now, and maybe after that one, maybe after I've completed all the patterns, that's the time maybe I will be trying to um, frame this one. So I think that would be all for my finishes. I hope you had enjoyed watching my finished projects, and hopefully some of the five uh, projects that you have seen here will also be seen at the end of the year. So hopefully I will finish five more this year. Maybe some fancy ladies, Alforest, my DMC projects, DMC Philippines projects, and also I want to finish my first whip, which is a full coverage. So hopefully I can finish those and see you next week on my whip parade. So next week will be whip parade. I will combine all my projects, my fancy ladies, my full coverage, my owl forest, and other projects into one video update in celebration with my Flosstube anniversary. So thank you very much for watching, and happy stitching everyone, and take care. Bye.